It's the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's coming up next.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you have quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're underway from Kansas City. Has this at the 6. Now bottling up as he gets the return to the 30. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, fresh off a 3rd Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes. Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body builds. Body builds. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
From the gun, Piron. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Brought in right side. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. On target to Worthy. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Another throw for Mahomes. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted second in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL. And it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion. But this guy's just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. CJ was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. That's caught for the 1st. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Nixon on the counter. Jukes one defender. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Stroud off the play fake. Mechie hauls it in. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Mixon on the toss. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Stroud. Catch is made in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Pierce. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Stroud. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans finish off their opening drive. Nico Collins with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans start off well to tie things 7-7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the 2nd time this game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The big play nets them 17 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Right back to Pacheco. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
From the 22 on 2nd down. Kelsey makes the catch. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. That one gains 7. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Throwing again, Mahomes. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
3rd and just 2 to go. Back to the air, Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City! A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. First down, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Try and get in it to Nico Collins. So that brings up second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Third and a lone yard coming up. On play action, here's Stroud. Connects with Mechie. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He finds Stover. And a solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. It's a design boot. Flushed out of the pocket. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. He gets 6 on that play, and the Texans are going to have a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Stroud throwing here on first. Hits his running back. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Taking him. They connect on the deep shot. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans get it down to a single point. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans tie things up at 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
It's Pacheco again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They send the tight end in motion left. Mahomes on 1st and 10. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. This has the makings of a shootout. A lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. We're all knotted up at 14. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Fires right away, but incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to P-Rod. This is ahead for about 5. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Third and short. Here's Mahomes. Called in by Worthy. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Chiefs take a second quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown! Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line, the concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Now, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they need to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
2nd and 1. Finds Woods. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing it again here. Into the hands of Schultz. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
As a quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Mixon. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans tie this game at 21. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That one's complete over the middle. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. And stop coming from Henry To'o.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short game. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Has a man. It's Brown. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another throw for Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. He was looking DeAndre Hopkins' way there. And now it's 2nd down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They'll motion a tight end left. Back to the air, Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They're set up at the 35 now. A counter give here to Pacheco. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I know we all love the big home run plays, the highlight reel plays, but as an offense, these are just the stay on schedule kind of plays. But I love the commitment to this run game. Keep working that body, keep working that body, keep working that body, and eventually you can take the will away from your opponent.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. From the red zone now. He's got it! And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, Mahomes to throw. Looking. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I know one thing from life experience here, Kate. Those big fellas, those linemen, you're going to get a little sour look in this huddle after that sack. When you get that close, inches away from the goal line, those big fellas take so much pride in pounding it in. Instead, well, they go sneak attack to try to throw it, and it blows up in their face.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Dameon Pierce now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute, convert on these 3rd downs.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll get it up to the 44. Second and 3 now. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Here's Mahomes now. To the outside and complete to Kelsey. And he reaches the 30 before going out of bounds. They get 22 on that one. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
First and 10 now from the 30. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And that's good for a gain of 5. That stop coming from Henry To'o. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Sending the tight end in motion left. From the 25 on 2nd down. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. They've got first down from the 31. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Texans at a deficit. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun now, first round. Pass caught by Mixon. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
And in for the Houston touchdown. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans tie us up 28-all. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it sets up 2nd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Second and 10 now. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watch that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He's got him. That's Mixon. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Stroud gets this to Woods. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Second and 3 now. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
So for those of you keeping track, we get a solid completion for decent yardage on 1st, and then we go backwards on 2nd. Kate, I guess we got a quality rubber match right here on 3rd down.
The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. A final throw before the break. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. We have reached halftime. Already a full game's worth of excitement in just 2 quarters. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They are all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Pierce now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Texans ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 31. Completed to Collins. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
1st down, Stroud. Short pass brought in. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Something he does so well, Nick Bolton making the stop.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Stroud. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, P-Rod. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That stop coming from Henry To'o. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, now this defense is in the driver's seat, Kate, right? When you make a stop like that on 1st down, now it's your discretion of just how aggressive you want to be following that play up.
They run once more with P-Rod. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? You'll put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball could go right over their head.
And And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against a front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. He's got it at the 5. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grab the lead on their first series of the half. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Pierce now on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Collins there to grab it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Has his man, it's Mixon. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. On the ground again with Mixon. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. A 4-yard run, but it doesn't help a ton. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing is Stroud. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
The Texans set to punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Chiefs and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Hopkins on the slant. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. This is Pacheco. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Receiver in motion, headed right. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll only get this one up to about the 47. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. New set of downs for him from the 46. A first down carry for Pacheco. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Right back to Pacheco. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
They've got first down from the 31. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Motioning the tight end now. Pressure coming from Mahomes. Holding along the sideline by Hopkins. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from this man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Pacheco hauls it in. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Throwing again, Mahomes. This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does two things. Number one, it strikes fear in the defense, and number two, you gain respect of your teammates.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. They send a man in motion. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 13-point lead. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Pierce now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Out now come the Texans on offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He finds Woods. And he gets him around 6 there. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. Third and 4 coming up now. From the gun, Stroud. He throws a bullet deep to the... That's complete inside the 35-yard line. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Texans 35.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And his attention has gone to all of their receivers, Brock. This guy has continued to do damage in the passing game as well. Quite a weapon they've been able to use him as throughout this contest. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. He's got room to roam here. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on first. And they'll bring him down after a small gain to the 48. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. It's Pacheco again. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. And now they face 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That stop coming from Henry To'o. And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. Another throw for Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Again, Mahomes to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the air, Mahomes. That one complete to Hopkins. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for third down.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
A counter give here to Pacheco. And he gets in, touchdown! The Chiefs go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score, don't let it go to 4th and goal, and he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
How about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Collins there to grab it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Second and 3 now. From the 39. This is complete to Schultz. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They bring their tight end left. First down, Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Finds Woods. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Dime coverage from the Chiefs on this 3rd down. To the air, Stroud. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Nico Collins, the intended target. So that brings up 4th and long.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And all the touchdowns are sure going to catch some eyes around the league, but sure not unexpected for those of us who saw how well he was throwing it back when he got his first couple of scores.
Yeah, and if anything, he's only continued to improve and play better as this defense tried and failed to find any way to slow him down.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Ball at the 33 for first down. To the air, Mahomes. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Kate, you really do love those 5-yard gains on first down. You know what it kind of feels like? It kind of feels like making pars on the golf course on the par 3s. And now, on the par 5s, you can go let it rip.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Pressure coming from Mahomes. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And they won't be able to return this one as it sails out of bounds. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Motioning the tight end left. Stroud throwing here on first. Schultz with the catch. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 48. Finds Stover. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Finding Collins. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Stroud off the play fake. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Running with Mixon out of the gun. He cuts it back right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Keeping it with Mixon. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Shotgun now for Stroud. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Texans 42.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 27. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Well, partner, maybe not the record that most people think of when it comes to quarterbacks, but it's certainly an impressive accolade for him. The most completions in a single game.
Yeah, it feels like this was communicated beforehand, right in the play. And listen, we're running everything through you. You're carrying us. And to his credit, this quarterback brought his A game, some of the best throws of his career.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Mahomes on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking DeAndre Hopkins' way there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Throwing is Mahomes. To the sideline and brought in by Worthy. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
First down, ball at the 36. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete, here's Brown. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Blitz coming, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They gain 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Back to the air, Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
From inside the 1, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Pacheco. Will score. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Pass complete to Mechie. And they bring him down around the 34. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. 1st down, Stroud. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Texans facing a big play as they go for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here he is to throw. And he'll get into the end zone and make this a 1-score game in the 4th quarter. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Approaching the final minute here, they need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. Oh, the Texans are confident they have it, and they do!
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now a handoff for Pacheco. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Second and 10, need to get Pacheco. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Running is Pacheco. And this one does not go far. You got 3 on the run. That's going to bring up 4th and 4.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. Matt Ariza, the one to send it away. And this one, he's out of bounds. No return on the kick. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Setting up to pass. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Back to throw. He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. So scoreless, a win for the Chiefs. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.